grimaces. He's my best friend, so I've seen this before, and I know what it is. Silent recrimination. He's making the connection. Shooting games. Me, guns. He's figured it out, and he's angry at himself for not thinking it through beforehand. Not his fault, though. And it's not as though I wear a sign saying, "I killed my sister with a gun, so don't ask me to play your super realistic first-person shooter." No one else needs to feel bad about what happened. Only one person. I wish there was a way to assuage him, a way to tell him, it's all right, you don't have to step around the rusty nails and broken glass of my past. Don't beat yourself up. But the only way to do that would be to acknowledge it in the first place, to say it happened, and I can't do that. When I try to talk about it, everything goes haywire. In Dr. Kennedy's office, I was okay for some reason. He made it okay. But otherwise. But Evan is my best friend, so I do what I can, which is give him a way out. Besides, you know me. I'm no good at the new games. That's true, he says with a small grin. But for the rest of the ride to school, Evan sits in silence, kicking himself. I too sit in silence, letting him. I'm no good at the new games because I rarely play them. I like old things, old books, old movies, old TV shows. It's not that life seemed simpler back then. It's that it was much more complicated. When no one had a cell phone, it was harder to get in touch with people. You called a phone number, and you might get the person you wanted to talk to, or her dad, or mom, or brother. And without the internet, simple questions could mean a trip to the library, hours in the stacks. Life was more complicated, but it was quieter, I bet. Slower. And the distractions were not the ephemeral flash of an Instagram as it scrolled by, or the blurt of a tweet. No endless chattering of Facebook status updates and Snapchats and notifications pushed to your tablet, your computer, your phone, your watch. The distractions then were card catalogs and dust and the smell of old paper and ink. The distractions were deep. I wonder what it would be like to go back in time. To live as long ago as the 1980s, or even further back. To know what was to come. On the way home that day, I stare out the bus window. Evan has been dropped off already, and I am alone in my seat as the bus wends its way slowly toward my bus stop. I catch sight of a large truck, a moving van, I realize, parked in the driveway of a house that has been on the market for so many months that I assumed it would never sell. Two dark-skinned men, one in a dress shirt and a tie fluttering in the breeze, one in blue coveralls, argue, gesturing angrily at each other at the house, at the van. On the porch, a slender figure in black watches, and I think I noticed something, but then we're farther down the road, and whatever I thought I noticed is gone. Mom is still at work when I get home, so I go to what had been my sister's room, the nursery. I only go in when Mom isn't home. In movies and on TV, when someone's child dies, they almost always show the room preserved, frozen in time. In English class, I learned that this sort of thing is supposed to be symbolic, that the room's unchanging appearance reflects the inability of the parents to move on, the rigid, frozen horror and pain that cannot thaw. This is why I've come to the conclusion that symbolism is bullshit. Because my sister's room is not preserved, but no one has moved on. We're all still stuck in place. The room serves now as storage. There are boxes and bags of things here, most of them belonging to my father, things my mother won't throw out. Not out of sentiment, out of spite. I won't do his dirty work for him, she said once. His things will rot in there before I lift a finger to get rid of them. It made no sense to me then, and makes no sense to me now, but I try to avoid asking my mother to explain herself. For a time, I thought the boxes and the bags might contain mementos of my sister, photos, old toys, old clothes, but no. There are